isn't available for selection. David Seaman returns after injury, Lee Dixon and Ian Wright following suspension, and Arsene Wenger has decided to stand by youngsters Scott Marshall and Stephen Hughes, even though he had more experienced players available. The likes of Steve Bold, Ray Parlour and Remy Gard are all on the subs bench.
Well, the only doubt when we got here tonight was just who were going to be the three central defenders, Alan. There was this rumour going around that perhaps Remy Gard may play. That's the Frenchman. If you remember, in the season he did play in the back. I think Wenger was concerned that perhaps Berger would play and play in a deep line row, but once he realised that Collymore was going to start up front with Fowler, he decided then to play Marshall. He realised that Bode, not quite 100% match fit after being out for a few games, wasn't right for tonight, so that's what he's gone with. Three at the back, five in midfield, a very offensive trio in midfield there of Platt, Vieira and Hughes, and the two regular players up front, Bergkamp and Wright.
Now Liverpool, Dominic Matteo is their major absentee. He's out with a back injury, and his place is taken by Steve Harkness, who starts his first Premiership game since breaking his leg at Coventry almost a year ago. The only other selection dilemma for Roy Evans was who to pick between Stan Collymore and Patrick Berger, and as you can see, it's Collymore who gets the manager's vote.
Yes, once again, Roy Evans spoke for choice at the back. He's played this season Ruddock, Matteo, Babb, but whoever he seems to play, he seems to have a real resilience at the back, the best defensive record in the Premiership. But once again, for me, the key to this match tonight is McManaman. In the corresponding game at Anfield, he scored 2 goals. We're always talking about who's the candidate to mark him. They could perhaps Arsenal bring Keown out of the back three. I don't think they'll do that. And I mentioned the offensive trio they've got in there, Platt, Vieira and Hughes. So there's no real defensive player in there. I think McManaman may be the key to a Liverpool victory tonight.
Well, there's no need to overhype this game. And they're ready. The clatter of studs on concrete down this short tunnel and out onto one of the most perfect pitches in the Premiership. Well, it's been billed as the title eliminator, and whoever loses this would surely also lose the chance to deny Manchester United another championship. There's a full house, everything to play for. This is what Monday Night Football is all about. We've got Arsenal against Liverpool, the kickoff just moments away.
Arsenal versus Liverpool, live. For Monday Night Football.
Yes, Arsenal and Liverpool. Are you watching Manchester? You bet they are. Highbury's the scene of our live game tonight. There's also a match taking place at the Riverside this evening. Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest. Forest 1-up. Alf Ingler-Haaland, the scorer for them. It's to Highbury then. To join our match commentators, Trevor Francis and Alan Parry.
Thank you, Richard. Welcome back to Highbury. Liverpool have a tremendous record in recent years against Arsenal, and if ever there was a night to maintain that record, this is it. And amongst a capacity crowd of 38,000 inside Highbury, some very important visitors. The England manager, Glenn Hoddle, and the FA's technical director, Howard Wilkinson. And there are no fewer than 7 of the England squad due to face Mexico at Wembley on Saturday, taking part in tonight's game. So it'll be an anxious Glenn Hoddle watching and hoping that he gets no more injuries to upset his plans, but also realising that as far as Steve McManaman and the other 21 players who'll start this game are concerned, this is all about the top prize in English football, and there'll be total commitment from every player on view. Not the least from Ian Wright, and how Arsenal are delighted to have him back in the starting lineup after a 2-match suspension. Their leading scorer again with 25 goals. Arsenal third at the start of play, and welcoming back David Seaman, who's missed the last 6 games with a knee injury. It's his 550th league appearance tonight. Arsenal on 57 points, Liverpool exactly the same. And it'll be Arsenal in the red shirts and white shorts who'll get the game underway, attacking the goal to our left. The rain falling heavily here now, and it'll just provide the slick on the surface that players love. As I mentioned just before the break, the pitch here at Highbury in absolutely magnificent condition, Trevor.
Yes, it certainly is. Obviously, the groundsman wasn't aware of the weather forecast, Alan, because some hour and a half ago he was absolutely saturating the pitch with water.
An early miss kick there by David James, who, despite some recent public howlers, is, of course, in the England squad to face Mexico. Good challenge there by Fowler, but Arsenal keep possession. The young man, Scott Marshall, selected ahead of Steve Bold tonight. Big boost for him. Obama's clearance has gone straight to Patrick Vieira. Here's Marshall again. And lets his captain, Tony Adams, have an early touch of the ball.
Yeah, I think we expected Adams to line up on the left-hand side of the three at the back, Alan, but in fact at the moment he's playing in the centre, Keown on the right and Marshall on the left-hand side.
Keown, one of those 7 England men on view tonight, restored to the squad, of course. And Arsenal enjoying a lot of early possession here. Dixon back in the side after suspension has given it away this time. Mark Wright takes no chances early on in such an important match. Vieira hooks it in first time. That should be a routine clearance, and is for McAteer. Collymore used his arms to control the ball, and that was spotted by referee Gerald Ashby.
I don't think Stan seems to agree with that decision, but Mr. Ashby, well positioned.
Keown looks for Wright in the centre. He got up higher than Kavama. Platt with the shot.
Well, Platt took up a great position just outside the box. It was only Ian Wright who went up to challenge for this. Drops nicely for him on the volley. I think it took a deflection off Mark Wright. The second attempt, David James holds on to it.
Well, he's only got 1 Premiership goal this season, David Platt, and that was live on Sky in the 4-1 demolition of Sheffield Wednesday way back in September. David Seaman, who has another important date tomorrow. He's at Buckingham Palace to collect his MBE. Foul there by Harkness has given Arsenal a free kick.
Just looking to see who Arsenal are going to send up this free kick. It appears that Adams and Marshall have both stayed back.
And no wonder, because they have the alternative of a great run here from Bergkamp. He just slightly overrun it in the end. And Liverpool can break with McManaman. McAteer to his right, Collymore and Fowler ahead of him. Fowler in a great position on the far post, but the cross too deep.
Well, it was a typical Liverpool break, plenty of pace, but the final ball from McAteer wasn't a typical Liverpool cross. 3 players in the box, but slightly overhit to the back post.
This one of the narrower pitches in the Premiership, in fact, at Highbury. Barnes for Liverpool. And back it goes to Wright. Kavama to his right. And McAteer available. Closed down quickly by Winterburn. And Kavama opts to hit it long for Collymore. Good header clear by Marshall. Vieira for Arsenal. Strong in the challenge against McAteer. Winterburn sees the run from the youngster Hughes. Good challenge by Mark Wright. That was a dangerous ball by Kavama, and Liverpool playing football in an area where one error can be fatal, and they have given it away. But the challenge by McAteer on Bergkamp wins possession again and sets McManaman free. It's lovely to see teams with the confidence to play football like that on the edge of their own penalty area, but it can be a risky game. McAteer looking for Fowler, and again has got the angles wrong. Still has the bandage from the 9 stitches he received in a head wound in the recent game at Nottingham Forest. There's Keown. White slipped, but still keeps possession. Vieira. Marshall. And the Frenchman continues the attack for Arsenal. Lee Dixon. Platt stabbing it long. Harkness got it away. Now McManaman. Jamie Redknapp. That's a good ball. Fowler. Oh, lovely skill. Barnes ahead of him. And here he is in a great position to give Liverpool the lead. Well, Collymore peeled away beyond Barnes and got himself into an even better position, and that really was a miss and a half for a man you would have expected to hit the target here, Trevor.
Well, the build-up play from Liverpool was very, very impressive. Fowler, McManaman involved. Great release to Collymore. His first touch wasn't bad. Second touch was a good opportunity for him. He should have hit the target. Absolutely perfect position for him to strike towards goal.
Well, I suppose you might make the excuse there was a slight bobble there, but really he should have done better.
What he should have done is a great opportunity, but I think there's a warning to Arsenal that every time they lose possession, McManaman is just playing a little area where no one's picking him up. Already that's a big warning to them.
Liverpool also had a man over with Barnes as well in that attack, and here he is again in possession, finding McManaman. You want to be down the left-hand side. Barnes couldn't quite return it. And here's Hughes for Arsenal. Now then, the referee has wave play on there. Or has he? He has. The ball had gone out of play after that anyway.
No, I think he's blown for a free kick.
Well, I thought so, because it was certainly obstruction at the very least by Harkness.
I think he actually posed Bergkamp back, and he's a little bit fortunate to get away with it.
That's what I was thinking. Wright is offside.
You mentioned prior to the game, Alan, the fact that Arsenal have got a trio in there, Vieira, Platt and Hughes, all offensive players like to get forward and link with Bergkamp in right. What they're doing is that when they are going forward, there isn't a holding player. McManaman is just sitting off the front two of Collymore and Fowler, not being picked up. You have to be very, very careful of that, Arsenal.
Oh, lovely turn there by Bergkamp. Wright read the danger. Barnes had to chase to keep Vieira at bay. Hughes. Now Winterburn. It's gone back to Scott Marshall. The options marked here. That's why David Seaman is taking so long about executing this kick. Now Vieira. Adams. Marshall sees ahead of him. Hughes, Winterburn and Wright. The fullback has given it away to Kobama. Fowler. McManaman takes over. And left three Arsenal players bemused by his skill then. Collymore. Now Barnes. It's good quick-fire football by Liverpool, but the final ball from Redknapp was untidy. Now Bergkamp showing his lovely ability on the ball again and getting away from players. The final challenge by Kobama stopped him. Here's Platt. Wright is onside. Vieira and Bergkamp in the centre. That's good defending by McAteer. Good challenge as well. Marshall came straight through and took Collymore, the man and the ball then. Collymore not too happy about the tackle, but the referee didn't see anything wrong with it. And it's Arsenal who maintain the momentum with a throw deep in Liverpool territory. Bergkamp. Deflected out to Vieira. Thought about the shot, thought better of it. Platt trying to snake the ball through to Dixon. Bjornaby, and now Mark Wright for Liverpool. Now was given it away, but gets it back off Winterburn. And the tackles as ferocious as you'd expect for a game of this importance, including that one from Adams, which has got Liverpool a free kick. Foul on Robbie Fowler.
Well, Adams looks surprised. I'm a little surprised.
I don't think there's anything he could have done then. He just committed himself and couldn't get out of Fowler's way.
What I do know is that if Fowler had gone past him, Adams was the last man.
Bjornaby thinks about a shot and maybe ought to have thought again.
Well, there's certainly no wall put up by Arsenal. I think David Seaman's had a little complaint there. One or two turned their back. I think that encouraged Bjornaby to have the shot.
Arsenal have lost only twice in 15 Premiership matches at Highbury this season, against Manchester United and Wimbledon. But Liverpool do have a very good record against them. Kavama under pressure in his own penalty area here. Good play by young Hughes. Really wouldn't let him off the hook. But he's a cool customer, Liverpool's new man.
Yes, I'm not sure if that was the right option, dribbling his own penalty box. I think David James expected a little back pass, but once he elected to dribble, he was quickly closed down by Hughes and put under pressure immediately.
Now Wright. Well, you could see what he was trying there. It was a very deliberate effort to curl it towards the far corner, deflected for a corner.
Yes, he's actually deflected off the arm of Kavama. Was it Mark Wright? Mark Wright. No suggestion of a penalty, but it definitely came off his arm.
Three men on the near post for this Arsenal corner. Interesting tactic. Adams, Keown and Marshall. And James only just fingertipped it away from that trio. Every Liverpool player inside his own half. That's why Arsenal got the ball back with ease. Winterburn. Good ball from Vieira from Marshall. And McManaman, as ever, the starting point for a Liverpool attack. John Barnes, the anchor in midfield. It's back in the side tonight as one of the three centre-backs. And Liverpool do have a great deal of strength in those positions when you think that Ruddock and Babb haven't made the starting lineup tonight. Matteo out injured, of course. McAteer. Barnes, right. Better clearance by James. Collymore touches it on to Fowler. He's going to have to go alone here. Decided to wait for support from McManaman, who's been beaten in the challenge by Vieira.
I don't know if you noticed then that Robbie Fowler had a quick look up, see if Seaman was off his line, realised he wasn't, decided not to shoot.
And Redknapp's given it away. Adams with a chance to come forward. Brushed aside by Dennis Bergkamp. Well, a lively opening 15 minutes here, and without doubt, the one golden opportunity fell to Liverpool and Stan Collymore. Now Platt has turned it straight back to him. A terrible error for which he could pay. But would you believe, Collymore, for the second time in the opening quarter of an hour, has missed a golden opportunity to give Liverpool the lead. And he's relieved.
He certainly is, and Tony Adams really got him out of trouble here. It was a terrible back pass from Platt. But Adams just gets a touch, and it's certainly a big touch. Just as Collymore was about to strike it, I think you'll see that Adams just gets his toe to it. Let's have a look. There it is, just enough.
Well, great defending, but I'm afraid you have to again point the accusing finger at Stan Collymore, who came off the bench to score in the European game against Bran Bergen, and that earned him his place in the starting lineup tonight. He hadn't started in the previous 4 games. Well, he could have justified Roy Evans' decision, and how, already.
Yes, I would say he had about a 3-yard start there on Tony Adams. Should never have allowed him to get back, to get a toe to that ball. Once again, another excellent opportunity.
Well, frustration for Liverpool. But plenty of time to make up for those errors for Collymore, and the knowledge for him that Berger is sitting on the bench. Here's John Barnes. It's a loose ball straight to Platt. The back heeler by Bergkamp gives Liverpool possession again with Barnes. And again, it's Platt who dispossesses him. Barnes' lack of pace showing a little bit in those 2 collisions with David Platt.
I'm sure Stan Collymore would be the first to say that if Berger had been on the field, he probably wouldn't have been as far advanced as what Collymore was there to have those chances.
Well, there was another remarkable incident with Platt again giving the ball away, and this time Robbie Fowler did decide to see if he could lob David Seaman.
Yes, that's what he contemplated doing some 2 or 3 minutes ago. This occasion he does try it. Audacious sort of effort. Seaman slightly off his line.
And he's been the scourge of Arsenal, 9 goals in 9 games against them, so he's well entitled to try even an audacious effort like that. Bergkamp's layoff is a good one for Hughes. Wright makes the early run, and he's found him with an excellent ball. That looked suspiciously like handball by Wright, and that's what the Liverpool defenders are claiming.
Once again, a lot to admire the football there of Arsenal. Great ball from Hughes, and a wonderful little run from Ian Wright. He was desperately unlucky when the ball struck him on the head.
Arsenal have a corner.
I think it's a free kick, Alan. It'll be interesting to see if on this occasion they do send Marshall and Adams forward. Certainly Keown is looking to get forward. I think all 3 of the central defenders are going to make their movement into the penalty box.
Yes, the Liverpool defenders on their guard again here. And it was a very good header by Wright. Now it is a corner. The 3 central defenders all in a little posse near the penalty spot. Spin away and try and make room. Adams couldn't quite reach the ball, and Collymore played it straight back into danger. Finally, it's McManaman who lashes it clear. Anywhere will do. Lovely skill from Vieira. That's excellent play. Winterberg. Barnes takes it off him. And the tackle's flying in that middle third of the field. Sheer pace of the game is causing players on both sides to make unaccustomed errors. We've seen a couple from Platt, a couple from Collymore. It's still goalless in the 20th minute. Winterberg. Now Adams. A useful ball for Keown, who's got space ahead of him. Vieira makes a run into the penalty area. He finds Bergkamp. It was intended then for Vieira. Comes off right. Arsenal have another corner. Good pressure by the home team here. And look again for the position of those 3 centre-backs. Adams, Keown and Marshall all in a line. Touched away by Wright again, and it's Collymore who prevents the corner, but once again Liverpool under such pressure when they clear, it goes back to Arsenal. Winterburn. And the linesman's flag has stopped that attack. Wright was offside.
Yes, Ian Wright's annoyed because he made his run expecting the first ball to come in from Winterburn. He played a little short one to Marshall.
Bergkamp winning it back off McAteer. Wright against Wright. And it's the Liverpool man who wins the battle. Now McAteer. Barnes. Flicked on to Redknapp. Back from Fowler to him. Good pace in this attack for Liverpool. Bjornaby. Miscontrol by Collymore. He's rather lucky to get that back, really. Redknapp. McManaman keeps it going down that left-hand side. And the cross too deep for Collymore. Bergkamp. He's given it away. And the opening 20 minutes has been characteristic for the number of errors in passing, but I think that's mainly due to the pace of the game.
And also the pace of this pitch, Alan. It's notoriously a very, very quick pitch. The ball always zips off this surface here, and I think with the rain that fell just before kickoff, made it even quicker.
Now, everyone in the Liverpool defence was expecting an offside decision then. It didn't come, but fortunately for them, Ian Wright was a long way from the ball, and Bergkamp couldn't keep it in play. Went out for a throw-in. Enjoying the lion's share of the early possession here, but it's Liverpool who've had the best two chances. Brilliant turn again. He does that beautifully, doesn't he? Bergkamp receives the ball and turns in one movement. Good work by Adams. Marshall with a sloppy ball. McAteer accepts the gift. Now McManaman to Fowler. Redknapp. Barnes was a bit untidy, and Adams intercepts. Bergkamp tried to release Ian Wright down the middle, but just got too much on the pass.
It's not too often that Bergkamp picks the wrong ball. I think he did on that occasion. Adams, having laid the ball off to Bergkamp, continued his run and was completely free to Bergkamp's right.
McAteer looks for and finds Collymore. And Arsenal's pressure in the middle of the field is unsettling Liverpool's passing game. And it's clear that John Barnes in particular is their target. They're onto him like a pack of hounds the moment he gets the ball. And they've won it back again in midfield here. And that was unlucky. Wright almost released Vieira. The defending by Harkness. McManaman for Liverpool. And Hughes got back to win it back. Barnes had a little more time on this occasion to find Redknapp. Now Collymore.
Yes, surprisingly in a game that's been very frantic, a lot of pressurising, he was completely unchallenged there.
Good run here by Kavama, and he finds Fowler, who is offside, and even as he hit it, the linesman had raised his flag offside to Arsenal's relief.
Good run this from Kavama. He picks out Fowler and makes an excellent little run. Well, we've said on so many occasions just how close it is. Once again, that was mighty close.
And both teams are hustling very effectively at the moment. Collymore, McManaman to his right. Fowler also in a good position, and he chose the wrong option then because the linesman has raised his flag again, and McManaman was given offside.
Now, for me, Alan, he chose the right option. He just delayed it too long. McManaman made a great run. Good play for McManaman. He makes 2-on-1 against Adams. Should have slipped it there, delays it. allows Keown to get back to get in the challenge, but really Collymore should have given that much earlier.
Good header by Bjornaby, beating Dixon, but Arsenal get the throw. And that's a free kick. Partner's not too happy. You wouldn't expect him to be, because this is a dangerous position for Liverpool. At the moment, none of Arsenal's trio of centre-backs have gone forward. Now Marshall is just trotting into the Liverpool penalty area. This time Keown and Adams have stayed back. Perhaps they knew what was coming. What a waste. Not like him. Collymore. Adams the defender. Redknapp. And again, Arsenal so quick to close down in the middle of the field. It's been a feature of both teams' play, really, Trevor.
Well, we said before the game that it was going to be tight. We anticipated goals. Certainly been enough chances. One to Platt, two excellent chances have fallen to Collymore.
Now this looks a promising attack. Dixon for Arsenal. Wright and Bergkamp in the middle. Header clear by Mark Wright. Fowler. Collymore's got to be careful. He's not offside here. It doesn't matter anyway, because Arsenal have it back with Vieira. Not for long, though. And Vieira's there to find Platt. That's a lovely ball back to Vieira. Oh, that was so close, but the linesman's flag would have ruled out any celebrations that might have followed.
Well, was it offside? Certainly a good situation for Arsenal. No, I don't think he was offside. He timed his run to perfection. Platt slipped him through.
McManaman. Collymore again. Big and strong and gets away from players brilliantly. Oh dear, it looked for a moment as though David Seaman would have had the embarrassment of letting in a pretty soft shot from Collymore, but he's got away with it.
Well, Collymore did everything right, gets himself into a position for the scoring chance, wriggles his way past Adams. Goes past Marshall, I think he put it through his legs. This is where the chance arises now. Little toe punt, doesn't get enough on it. Actually surprises Seaman. He expected a firmer shot. Second attempt. Very grateful to get his two hands on it.
3 times now in 28 minutes, Liverpool might have beaten David Seaman, and on each occasion, the chance fell to Stan Collymore. Well, the old adage is, you've got to be there to miss them, and he certainly has been that, and he's not shying away. But by the lofty standards of a match of this importance, they were really great chances. And will Liverpool regret those misses? Well, John Barnes' England days would appear to be over, but of course, a lot of the players involved in tonight's match might well be involved in Saturday's international. England against Mexico, exclusively live on Sky Sports 1. Our programme begins at 5:30, and later that night, the crucial World Cup qualifier in England's group, of course, between Italy and Moldova. We'll also be bringing you that game live immediately after events at Wembley. David Seaman return to fitness has come too late for his inclusion in the England squad. Ian Wright will be there, or at least will be part of things, as indeed will Martin Keown, who won the last of his 11 caps 4 years ago. McManaman now for Liverpool. McAteer. Now Barnes. Skip round Platt impressively this time. And also round Hughes. And almost round Vieira. It was a terrific run by Barnes. That rolled the clock back a little. Now McManaman. Found Barnes again. McManaman, he's onside. Collymore in the middle. Fowler beyond him. Important clearance by Keown. Still danger here for Arsenal. And a wild effort in the end by Steve McManaman.
Well, you mentioned it, Alan, an important header. If he'd not got his head to it, Martin Keown, I think that would have been the opening goal for Liverpool. This was going straight onto the head of Robbie Fowler. Second one comes in from Bjornaby, another good header, just touched by Platt to the foot of McManaman. He fires wide.
Half an hour gone in the game that could decide which of these two teams will be keeping the pressure on Manchester United at the top. 2 attempts for Arsenal, 6 for Liverpool, but Arsenal threatening here. And James got there just ahead of Bergkamp, and it was a bad throw, and Winterburn was onto it quickly. McAteer is furious at David James, but he's not taking the blame, he's blaming his teammate. And when you see players arguing like that in the same team, it's always uplifting for the opposition. Arsenal will take heart from that. Scott Marshall for them. Vieira having a big influence in the middle of the field. Keown. Too high for Platt. Havama heads it clear. Ian Wright. That's a good ball. Keown. Dixon, the wide player. Harkness, the defender. And that'll be Liverpool's goal kick. Just looking down on the near side of the field here, Nigel Winterburn seems to be having some problems with an elbow or shoulder problem, and the Arsenal physio Gary Lewin is waiting on the touchline on this side just in case he's going to need treatment. But play for the moment continues. Hughes heads it straight to Barnes. And again, Arsenal closed down in an instant, and Liverpool don't like it. It's interesting, some teams back off Liverpool and seem to allow them to play in the less dangerous areas of the field, shall we call them, but Arsenal have decided that their tactics tonight are to hustle and hassle whenever the ball is in the midfield. Or everywhere else comes to that. McManaman. You want to be out to his left. Collymore ahead of it. Oh dear. Back to the drawing board for that one. Into the final 12 minutes of the half. It's 0-0 at Highbury. Wright leading Liverpool forward. Redknapp. That's a good ball. McManaman. Vieira intercepts. He's having an excellent game. Adams. And that's a wonderful long ball. Just caught Bergkamp offside, though.
I'm not saying it was not offside, but it was once again, Alan, a very, very tight decision. Just look at the run Bergkamp makes as Adams releases it.
Again tries to release it down the middle. Bergkamp's onside this time, and he's done well here. It's a fine run, and Vieira's there too. Good challenge came in from Kavama to end that Arsenal attack. And a typically brave header from Adams at the other end, but Redknapp in possession for Liverpool. McAteer gets forward, but can't make the cross accurate enough. It's come back to him. Collymore on the far post. And the header by Keown, and David Seaman prevents what would have been a corner. Patrick Vieira. Straight to Barnes. Now there's an offside. Ironic cheers for the linesman who didn't give one moments earlier when the Arsenal fans thought they should have had the verdict. So there have been some controversial offsides already in this game. Barnes for Liverpool. The ball fizzing around there in the centre. Control has to be instant. And it was from Bergkamp, a delightful touch off. Now Wright has got away, and Bergkamp is up in support here. Great chance for Arsenal. Bergkamp! Well, well, would you credit it? Would you credit it?
Once again, good play there from Wright. He times his run to perfection. Good little ball from Hughes. Wright waits for support. He gets it from Bergkamp, who pulls off Kavama. It's not the sort of finish you come to expect from Bergkamp. Certainly Arsenal's best chance in this first half.
Well, he scored 6 goals in his previous 8 games as well, Bergkamp. Really on form at the moment, but not at that moment. Harkness. Liverpool have had a let-off. Arsenal have had 3. McManaman. Redknapp goes long, and that has found Collymore offside. Liverpool, incidentally, have won only 1 of their last 4 games in the Premiership. That classic, which you saw also on a Monday night against Newcastle United. They lost at Villa and drawn matches they should have won against Blackburn and Forest.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that was excellent defending that from Adams. Just as the ball was about to be played, he stepped up, caught Collymore offside.
Here's Winterburn now for Arsenal. Wright has got away from McAteer, but not from Kavama, who could turn out to be one of the signings of the season from what we've seen of him. What a good player.
Got fantastic pace, isn't he? His recovery is so quick.
Little push there by McAteer, and Gerald Ashby gives Arsenal the free kick.
And this time the big 3 do come forward. Marshall, Adams and Keown. It's a silly free kick to give away from McAteer. Dangerous area from which to defend against.
Bergkamp will take the kick. The Highbury roar grows. But so did David James. Unnecessary throw, really, by David James. He's just given possession straight back to the opposition.
Yeah, what he didn't realise, on this right-hand side, McManaman was completely unmarked. He let it just throw it to Fowler. It was immediately closed down by 3 Arsenal players.
Redknapp's presented it to Winterburn. Right, on to Bergkamp. Oh, it's a great play by Bergkamp. Kavama made the challenge again. And with Arsenal voices shouting penalty, the referee has pointed for a goal kick.
I just spoke about Kavama's pace and how he needed it there. If he had not had pace, I think Bergkamp would have been in for an attempted goal. He's so quick on his recovery here. Bergkamp's got a yard on him. Just a little nudge, just does enough. Prevents Bergkamp from getting a free shot at goal. Excellent defending.
And Keown, under pressure from Fowler, did well to clear his line. He's gone to Harkness. Right onto him in a flash again. Well, that's a bad ball, given straight to Bergkamp. Brilliant cover by Redknapp. Saved his team then. And a great ball out to McManaman. Now things are hotting up here. We've seen some excellent play at breakneck pace in this game. Inevitably, there have been some individual errors, but you'd expect that when the ball is moving at the speed it's been moving in this game. But Redknapp's covering moments earlier saved what could have been a very serious situation for Liverpool. Winterburn. to go backwards. Hughes now goes forward and finds Platt. Only just ahead of Wright, whose enthusiasm has done brilliantly for Arsenal there to keep the ball in and find Winterberg. Hooks it to the far post. Dixon's come in there. Redknapp gets it clear again. Collymore. Oh, good defending from Keown. Vieira, brilliant play by him. Arsenal having a great spell here. Mark Wright's conceded the throw. 5 minutes to half-time, and the home team beginning to turn on the pressure. And that volleyed cross had Liverpool in trouble as well for a moment. Dixon's there again. Oh, he got some real power on that shot, Lee Dixon.
It's a brilliant ball, though, just prior to that from Bergkamp. Fortunately for his teammates, they didn't attack it. I think the ball actually surprised them.
Well, it's been a very good half that has got better and better. And with the need for both teams to win this match, a draw really of little use to anyone apart from Manchester United. I think it'll get better still in the second half. Vieira, excellent movement. Keown. Redknapp wins it back. And McAteer just had to get his foot through that one. No wonder Keown has come to Glenn Hoddle's attention. He's not put a foot wrong here. Fans chant his name, the man they elected as Player of the Year at Highbury last season. Vieira going forward. Bergkamp's little layoff to right. As it goes to Dixon. Now Platt. Good clearance by Wright. Vieira. Couldn't quite force it through to Winterburn, and now there's a space for Liverpool to try and exploit, but not for long, as the very impressive Scott Marshall got across with a vital challenge.
Yes, I think McManaman just showed him slightly too much of the ball. That's all Marshall needed, just to get that well-timed tackle in.
Yeah, it's a poor ball by McAteer. Well, 2 minutes of the half remaining, Trevor. A pretty even game, even though Liverpool have had the better chances and certainly more of them.
Yes, I was just thinking that Arsenal perhaps could consider themselves a little bit fortunate that the 3 chances have fallen to Collymore and not to Robbie Fowler.
Yeah, good point. McAteer getting a bit frustrated with himself. By Bergkamp on Corona. Played in all Liverpool's League and FA Cup matches since he joined them. Couldn't play, of course, in the Cup Winners' Cup because he's not eligible, having played for Rosenborg in the Champions League. And Liverpool, of course, through to the semi-final of the Cup Winners' competition. And the manager, Roy Evans, hang on for a second, as that mistake by Keown has unexpectedly given Liverpool, it looks like the referee might be signalling for a corner. He's looking to his linesman for guidance, and the linesman has signalled corner. As we say, Roy Evans and Dougie Livermore went across to Paris to see Paris Saint-Germain play last night before rejoining the Liverpool party at their Southern Hotel. Touched on at the near post towards Barnes. Mark Wright couldn't get there. And Arsenal took a risk or two, but now break clear with Winterberg. Decided to hit it first time and gifted it to Harkness. Redknapp crowded out. Hughes. That's a risky ball. He's got away with it, and in fairness to him, he seemed to hit it well, which is more than could be said for David Seaman. Unusual for him to make mistakes like that. Redknapp. And now Platt for Arsenal. And the referee has brought to an end an exciting and action-packed first half. And Stan Collymore will be cursing himself that he didn't take one of these three golden opportunities to give Liverpool the lead. That was possibly the best, which he toe-poked over. That was a great challenge by Adams, and here he did everything right until it came to the moment to slide the ball beyond David Seaman. Those three misses for Liverpool, a chance for Bergkamp at the other end, excitement and action all the way, but it's 0-0 at half-time at Highbury.
Liverpool hit the target just once. I'll be thinking maybe they should have done better. Action areas. Well, tells us everything, doesn't it? 49% in that middle third there. Possession, Arsenal 54%. And Alex Ferguson and Manchester United, I would have thought, would be delighted with what they've seen so far. Goalless at the moment.
Possibly to get towards the end of the game, maybe Arsenal realise and push on a little bit more, might leave a few gaps.
So important that they win tonight. Liverpool could stay involved with a draw, couldn't they?
Yes, they certainly could, but I think it's in grave danger. I would say if any other team but Manchester United was top of the league, Richard, I would say yes, I'd agree with you. I think it influences my thoughts about this match tonight is the fact that it is Manchester United who have been there, seen it and done it. And I don't think they're a team likely to drop too many more points from now to the end of the season.
Still 1-1 at the Riverside. Goalless at Highbury as we rejoin our match commentators Trevor Francis and Alan Parry.
Thank you, Richard. Welcome back to Highbury. So Arsenal have 45 minutes to do something about winning a game that their manager, Arsene Wenger, has admitted they have to win to have any hope whatsoever of the title. Remember, after tonight, they will have played a game more than Manchester United, and they are currently 6 points behind them. Liverpool, however, have a massive incentive of knowing if they win in the next 45 minutes, they'd be just 3 points behind United in the same number of games, and United set to visit Anfield on April the 19th. The stakes are high here, and the first action of the second half sees Liverpool winning a free kick for that challenge by the Arsenal captain Adams. Harkness looking for Collymore, too deep.
We're all talking, Alan, about the eventual result from this game, because it's going to have a big bearing on the championship, but let's not forget, you know, that whoever finishes second this year enter the European Cup next year.
That's true. Into the Champions League for the runners-up for the first time ever. And the financial incentive of runners-up, apart from anything else, is a massive one.
So whilst it's important to win, it's also vital not to lose.
Vieira, who was outstanding in the first half for Arsenal, finding Keogh. The interception by Bjornaby, and Barnes is beaten to it by Platt. Here's Vieira finding Wright, just went too far ahead of him. Kabama made a challenge. Barnes gets away from Platt this time. Redknapp to McManaman. Back pursuing him every inch of the way. Now Harkness. Looks for the run by Fowler, but Adams read the danger. Arsenal with 6 games only left after tonight. Leicester, Blackburn and Newcastle here at Highbury. Chelsea, Coventry and Derby away. Liverpool have 7. Coventry, Manchester United, Spurs at home, and then 4 away. Sunderland, Everton, Wimbledon and Sheffield Wednesday. Liverpool certainly have a tough-looking run-in. And as Andy Gray has mentioned, they all have to hope that Manchester United get something wrong along the way as well. Wright has made a run down the centre here. Harkness read it well.
Good run that from Wright. Well spotted from Bergkamp. Wright just spun off the back of Mark Wright. Just slightly under hit.
Harkness has taken this first time opportunity so well. Collymore. Barnes helps it out. McAteer's cross is a good one. Fowler in a good position. Keown gets it clear. McManaman's in there. And Arsenal survive another scary moment. And press themselves. Cool play by Mark Wright. David James took a risk then against Ian Wright.
Yes, it was the Highbury crowd that was encouraging Ian Wright to close down David James. He very nearly succeeded.
And Hughes fighting his way through here. What a good player he's going to be. Still only 20. Oh, lovely skill. McManaman beating Platt. You want to be thundering down the left, but Dixon won't allow McManaman to go any further. Then there was a handball by Hughes, I think. Liverpool have taken the free kick already. Bjornaby looks for Collymore, far post. Easy one for David Seaman in the end. It's a huge kick by David Seaman. And Mark Wright angled his header rather awkwardly. Harkness gets it onto his right. But has only given it away to Vieira. Marshall. Winterberg seemingly recovered from that arm injury he had in the first half. And Liverpool sitting back and inviting Arsenal onto them. Marshall with a long ball, but Ian Wright deemed to be offside.
Well, once again, you can see Ian Wright wasn't offside. He timed his run just in behind Kavama. He makes those runs so often.
Redknapp with a through ball, which McManaman almost made into a better ball than it really was, and has done, to find Bjornaby. Now Collymore. Well, it was intended to go back to him. It's come out instead to Redknapp, and now to Barnes. Harkness. McManaman. Liverpool have got 4-5 players forward in this attack, and a good effort by Bjornaby, and this time there is no mistake for Collymore. And Liverpool have the lead, and David Seaman will be furious at the part he played in the goal.
Well, there was good build-up again from Liverpool. Wide to McManaman. He teases Platt and just plays a little ball in. Great strike from Bjornaby. Bad mistake from Seaman. Collymore follows it up. Easy chance. He's missed 3. He's not going to miss the 4th.
Well, David Seaman, it goes without saying, is such a vital figure for Arsenal, that they were keen to get him back, even though he's missed half a dozen games. But he will be the first to admit that he really should have done better with that Bjornaby shot, well though it was struck. You just don't expect a goalkeeper of David Seaman's quality to let those spit out, and he knows that. He doesn't need me to tell him, or anyone else. Keown swings one in. Ian Wright can't get there, goes down. Referee not interested in the Arsenal penalty appeals. And now 6 minutes into the second half. The game comes to life here with that Stan Collymore goal. His 15th of the season, 11 of them in the Premiership. Kavama. Fowler checks his run in the Arsenal half. He would have been offside. Liverpool have to come back. Barnes was a bit lucky then. Fowler. McManaman. Liverpool firing on 5 cylinders again here.
Well, McManaman should have released that. He had Barnes and Fowler well placed inside of him. You want to be on his left-hand side. He let it go alone. Slightly did too much.
And Mark Wright, like all good defenders, takes no chances.
Well, you mentioned, Alan, there's an uncharacteristic mistake from Seaman. You just wonder just how much training he's done leading up to this game. Perhaps a little bit of rustiness is the reason for that mistake.
Bergkamp goes down, edge of the box, and
I think he's blocking Bergkamp, isn't he?
I think you're spot on. With that Highbury crowd screaming for a free kick, the yellow card was shown to Bergkamp.
There's certainly no contact. Bergkamp just falls over here. There you see, Fowler puts out his foot, but there is no contact. Mr. Ashby, as you can see in the picture, well placed.
Did he just catch his studs in the turf, or was he deliberately trying to con the referee? Mr. Ashby has decided the latter. Now, Wright is offside this time, I think. It's been given anyway. Well, what an important goal that could be for Liverpool. And Stan Collymore, and what a relief after missing a hat-trick of opportunities, no exaggeration, in the first half. Well, Arsene Wenger has said that if Arsenal lose tonight, they have no hope of winning the championship, and statistics would suggest that he would be spot on with that forecast. He even said that if they win tonight, it would be a long shot. But now they've got to give it everything here to keep alive a glimmer of a hope of overtaking Manchester United. They cannot afford to lose this. And that means, I think, that gaps could be opening up as they throw men forward. We could be in for an exciting second half here. He's done a marvellous job in his first season at Highbury, Arsene Wenger. And the team won't lie down as they go forward again here. Platt in a good position. Good catch by David James.
Yes, he certainly did well, James. He made that ball his own. Wright did well. Got round Kabama onto his left foot, tried to pick out Platt, who made a good run into the box. Slightly too close to the keeper.
And we can look again at the goal here, Trevor.
Yes, goalkeeping error. You won't be pleased to see that again, David. Falls nicely for Collymore. Give him credit, he's in there. He's missed 3. He's win to go in again. He's been rewarded. I made the point in the first half, Alan. Would Patrick Berger have been in such an advanced position to have had those chances in the first half? And once again there, Berger likes to play a little bit deeper. Would have been in the box to have taken that chance that fell.
Liverpool taking a few risks at the back again. There's a delightful little ball from Barnes. And gets it back from McManaman. Good tackle by Adams. Vieira. It's flicked off Redknapp. And Wright, who's had a storming game at the back, heads it clear. Winterburn. Took a risk there, Marshall. And he's got away with it. And a fine ball, too, for Bergkamp. Platt. Redknapp read his intentions well. Huge clearance by David James. Keown under pressure here from Collymore. That is top-rate defending. One mistake there, and it could have been 2-0. McManaman. Fowler continues the attack. Collymore. And the offside flag stops Robbie Fowler in his tracks.
I'm not so sure that it was Fowler who was offside. I think it was McAteer who was in an offside position. Let's have a little look at this. Here you see Collymore now slips it through to Fowler. I think it is McAteer.
Yep.
Just offside. Fowler's not.
Keown. Bergkamp, that's a good ball for Wright, he's onside. Hughes has got forward on the far post, and beyond him is Winterburn. Turn back for Bergkamp, who miskicks it. Vieira goes in strong. And he's there again, Mark Wright, to clear the danger. And suddenly it's Collymore threatening at the other end. Oh! What a goal that would have been. It hit the post.
Well, his confidence is certainly off. Risk is a lost cause for most players. Slightly exposes the lack of pace there of Marshall, uses his strength. Totally surprises Seaman with that shot. Well, he's completely beaten there as Seaman. Fortunately for him, it strikes the upright.
There has been spotted by the referee, but in any case he's just awarded the throw. Arsenal wanted a free kick. Marshall drives it forward. Obama with a good clearance. Liverpool have lost out. Redknapp beaten by Hughes. Calm play again by Liverpool, and a good ball forward to Collymore, and Fowler volleys it first time, but even he won't catch that one.
Well, the idea was good, wasn't it? Lovely little 1-2. Collymore back to Fowler. Fowler knew Collymore's intentions, slightly over it, the volley pass.
Well, Arsenal having to press on now and commit themselves. The gaps are opening up, and Liverpool certainly have the players to exploit those gaps, in Fowler and Collymore in particular. Ian Wright not too happy that that decision's gone against him.
Well, the suggestion was there was a late challenge from Wright on Kavama.
Well, we better be careful. He's had enough problems with referees this season. He's missed just 5 games for Arsenal, all of them because of suspension, and they need him out there. Hasn't had a sniff really tonight. In fact, Ian Wright hasn't scored a goal here at Highbury since New Year's Day, when Arsenal beat Middlesbrough 2-0. Well, simply on the balance of chances created, Liverpool will feel that they deserve to be ahead with an hour of the game gone. Bergkamp. Vieira takes it in his stride from Adams. Well, that's a bad ball. And this again is where Liverpool look so threatening. McManaman. Collymore ahead of him. Fowler makes the run, and he finds Fowler. Very good defending again by Tony Adams. Wright's made a great run down the right here, and it's a good ball by Hughes to find him. Played it in first time, and Bergkamp arrives far post. Kavama just got it clear, but here's Winterburn. Now Bergkamp. Hughes. And they go back further still to Vieira. Liverpool have got their defence sorted out now. They were at stretch moments earlier. Bergkamp scrapping away there with Kavama again. And that's a foul. Liverpool's free kick. Sheer frustration. Well,
Thought he was saying, I'm captain, I can do that.
well, he used his shoulder, there's no doubt about that. It was straight in the back of Kavama. Battling on through this ankle injury, Tony Adams, which caused him to miss a couple of games recently, and would have caused lesser players to miss even more than that. Good challenge by Hughes, but McManaman wins it back. Redknapp, Barnes, Liverpool playing some good football now.
Yes, and what they're also doing now is the release of McManaman much more in the midfield. He's more of an influence on the game. Arsenal are having to push forward from the centre of midfield. McManaman just holding his position, getting plenty of possession now.
Liverpool unbeaten in their last 7 league and cup matches against Arsenal over the past 3 years. And if they can keep that record going tonight, they will take a vital step closer to Manchester United at the top. And Manchester United still to visit Anfield, remember. And that's how the action's panned out in this half. Pretty even again. But crucially, it's Liverpool who have the lead now. Stan Collimore's goal, the 13th he's scored in the 18 games he's actually started for Liverpool this season. Ian Wright beaten in the challenge, this time by Redknapp. Oh, excellent play. Harkness on to Bjornaby. And the pace of the game unrelenting, it seems. It's picked up again since Liverpool's goal. 7 years, remember, since Liverpool won the title. And there's a great through ball for Fowler to take on David Seaman. That's got to be a penalty. And it is.
That's amazing, because I think Fowler was saying no.
I think he was saying no about the possibility of sending David Seaman off, surely. Which is a distinct possibility.
I don't think he's made contact at all there with Fowler. It's a great ball from Mark Wright. Let's have another look at it. I think Fowler's just skipped over the hand of David Seaman. There's no contact.
Ian Wright almost got himself in deep trouble there for his particularly loud protests, and the rest of the Arsenal players are joining in as well.
But in defence of the referee, it does look as if he's made contact, Alan. We've got the slow motion there, and quite clearly he's not made contact.
Well, certainly he won't take any further action against David Seaman. That much is for sure. But that's of scant consolation to Arsenal at the moment, because Liverpool could crucially score a second here and wrap it up through Robbie Fowler. He saved it, but the rebound is hammered in, and Liverpool get their goal anyway, and it's a pretty significant one as it happens, because the scorer is not a man whose name enters the scorers list too often. And David Seaman is absolutely beside himself with disappointment here. Jason McAteer gets his first ever goal in the Premiership for Liverpool, and it has given them now a cushion that they surely will not throw away here.
Well, what's interesting, Alan, is on both occasions, with both goals, Seaman's parried the ball. It has been a Liverpool player that's reacted first.
Well, controversy rages again. A penalty that, to call it hotly disputed by Arsenal, would be an understatement. Gerald Ashby, from his position on the field, had no doubts. The replay suggested that it was the nearest of contact, if any, was made between his hands and Fowler's shins, but it was enough, according to the referee, to give Arsenal a penalty. David Seaman still, or to give Liverpool a penalty rather, and Seaman is still shaking his head in dismay.
Well, you said the nearest of touches, Alan. I would say absolutely no touch at all.
Now, can Arsenal make something from this free kick? Yes, they have, almost. Well, how did that stay out as Wright prodded the ball forward? And it looked as though they must have got a goal back. Hughes throw in, had Liverpool backpedaling for a moment, but now they've got clear with McManaman. It's a terrific run by McManaman. Bergkamp following him all the way and fouling him as well.
Oh, there's absolutely no complaints about that. Good sucking back from Bergkamp, but he had to foul McManaman to stop him from advancing any further.
Well, Liverpool haven't had too many penalties in the Premiership in the last couple of seasons, And that one was certainly a penalty that everyone connected with Arsenal will tell you should never have been. Redknapp's free kick is a good one. Arsenal get it clear though. Bergkamp. It's gone straight to Redknapp. Collymore. Arsenal have got to pick themselves up off the floor here and try and get back into this game. Marshall. Winterburn. And it looks like Arsenal are going to make changes. They're signalling to their substitutes who've been warming up for the last few minutes to return to the dugout in preparation for coming on. McManaman finding Collymore. He's offside. Dixon couldn't quite keep that one in play. Now, Raypala and Renigard are the two players coming on. I can see a number 2 being held there by Gary Lewin, so perhaps Lee Dixon's coming off. Meanwhile, the referee is upset. Arsenal again, and one idiot has run onto the pitch, and well played Lee Dixon for apprehending him. And we're not going to give him the benefit of being shown on television for his ludicrous actions. And hopefully the stewards will sort him out. In the meantime, Arsenal will make their changes now. And they're going to finally attract the referee's attention. Dixon and young Marshall are two players coming off. The Frenchman Renigard and Raypala coming on, and that's, I'm sure, a purely tactical change, Trevor.
Yes, we'll just see in a couple of minutes just how they're going to shape up. I suggested before the match that perhaps God would start the game. We elected to go for Marshall, but now the change has been made. Well, it looks like we're going to continue with 3 at the back.
Still booed for his part in that controversial penalty incident. Interesting to find out from him later. I was going to say, Trevor, exactly why he was shaking his head there. I mean, surely he wasn't saying to the referee, no, it wasn't a penalty. Is there anyone who would do that? With so much at stake? Anyway, only he knows. The Liverpool right beats the Arsenal right. And challenge coming in from Platt. Here's Harkness. Arsenal are going to fight this one all the way, but with only, 19 minutes remaining. And Liverpool now 2-0 up. It's a big, big task ahead of them. There's a good ball from Adams. Winterburn. Adams clips it in towards right. Easy one, though, for David James.
Have to be careful now because they're going 2-on-2 at the back. Guarding Keown. He's failing Collymore. They're really having to risk a little bit now.
And an offside decision. Now let's quickly go down to our touchline reporter, Nick Collins. Nick.
Alan, when Lee Dixon came off then, when he was substituted, he's just told us that Robbie Fowler apparently did say to the referee it wasn't a penalty. That's why he was shaking his head.
Well, a remarkable act of honesty by Robbie Fowler.
I think that's why he missed it then, Alan.
But anyway, referee Gerald Ashby ignored that apparent act of sportsmanship as Bergkamp goes forward here. And a scramble out to Platt. Now the Platt or Vieira might have forced Arsenal back into a picture then.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it? Seaman dropped one, Collymore put it in the back of the net. On this occasion, James let it go loose. And Platt put it wide. Difficult chance, fell awkwardly for David Platt on his left foot. Good shot this from Bergkamp. James spills it. Isn't going for Arsenal, is it, at the moment? They certainly need a goal to get back in this game.
And they have got a free kick in a good position, left edge of the area. Bergkamp got a real curl on that one. Mark Wright's clearance, and McManaman lashes it clear. It's strange that Fowler has been booed every time he goes near the ball now, and if they knew what Lee Dixon apparently knows, they might change their attitude if he was indeed trying to convince the referee not to award Liverpool a penalty, astonishing as that seems.
You put yourself in the position of the referee for one moment, Alan. I think from where he was, it certainly looked a penalty, didn't it?
I must admit, my first reaction was penalty, yes. Well, penalty indeed it was, because that was the decision. Here's Keogh. Parler. Vieira. Keogh forced back to his own goal here. Good pressure by Liverpool. Remy Gard. Well, we certainly have had some incident and drama in this game, particularly in the second half. David Platt finding Winterburn. And certainly a lot of talking points for Richard and Andy and Barry Venison at the end of this game. And some thinking for you to do at home, because you have to nominate the man of the match. 0891 111101 is the number. 0891 111101. And a further substitution, their third and final change now, of course, by Arsenal, with Paul Shaw coming on to replace young Stephen Hughes. Paul Shaw, who's got about a dozen first-team appearances behind him and started his first senior game recently, in fact the last match against Southampton, and scored. Quarter of an hour to go, and Arsenal try and change the picture here. Platt in a good position, and David James, not for the first time tonight, left his line to good effect.
That was excellent goalkeeping. Terrific ball this from Bergkamp, scoops it up to Platt. As well, James must have got all of what, 12 yards off his line. Good anticipation.
Bard for Arsenal. Right. Shaw's made a good run forward. The latest substitute. That's a waste, really. Well, as we all know, with a 3-1 lead, with only 5 minutes remaining against Newcastle United recently, Liverpool contrived to almost throw it away, so anything still could happen here. Somehow you can't see them making that mistake again, but you never, ever know. Fowler touches it on. Collymore stopped dead, thinking he was going to be given offside, and
the linesman didn't put his flag up.
He didn't. Vieira.
Perhaps Collymore signalled he was offside then.
Yes, this new streak of sportsmanship suddenly running through the game. Parler. Keogh up in support. Shaw. Keogh. Easy catch again for David James. Far too many of Arsenal's crosses tonight have gone too close to him. And Keogh guides it back to Seaman, who's had a pretty dramatic reintroduction into the Premiership. The Arsenal keeper with a mistake leading to Liverpool's first. Adjudged to have brought down Fowler for the penalty, which he then saves, only to see McAteer hammer the rebound beyond him. And Liverpool lead 2-0 with 12 minutes to go. Good work there by Guard. And Vieira almost threaded it through to Wright. Vieira again. Guard. Looking for Bergkamp in the centre, and it almost found its way through and has. And it's Ian Wright, inevitably, who's given Arsenal a lifeline. David James rooted to the spot, and Ian Wright somehow got the ball over him and into the Liverpool net.
Well, good little ball in from Guard, lovely little flick from Bergkamp. Wright gets in between two defenders, and that really is an excellent finish. Lovely little touch from Ian Wright. He gets in between Kavama and McAteer. Lovely little lob over the keeper, James. Arsenal back in it.
And it had to be Ian Wright who got them there. His 26th goal of the season. Another goal closer to the club record, but much more significantly on the night, a goal that might now give Liverpool the collie wobbles again. They had them against Newcastle United. If they get them again tonight, who knows what drama awaits here. And Arsenal will be feeling some kind of justice has been done after that highly controversial penalty against them. Fowler can't get his cross in, though. It's a goal kick. Well, 10 minutes to go. Liverpool, remember, had a 2-goal lead against Newcastle with 5 minutes to go and allowed their opponents back into the game, albeit they did get that late winner, of course, from Robbie Fowler. Now has this Ian Wright goal set up another dramatic ending, I wonder?
Well, how many times has Ian Wright proved what a great goal scorer he is? That really is an excellent finish. Gets in between the two Liverpool defenders, McAteer and Kavana, controls it, knows exactly where the goal is, knows exactly where James is. Lovely little lob.
But suddenly Liverpool have it back themselves now with Redknapp with a shooting chance, and he's pulled it wide of the post. Could that be important, I wonder? Well, the last time Liverpool were in London, they led 2-0, remember, against Chelsea in an FA Cup tie and contrived to lose that game. Those kind of thoughts might be going through their mind again. And it's Robbie Fowler, surprisingly here, who's been taken off. Well, I suppose not surprising in the sense that maybe they're now trying to tighten things up and bring on a midfield player for a striker who's ringed around Highbury for Robbie Fowler. And Michael Thomas, 6 seasons an Arsenal player himself, of course, will take over. That's why they were booing, because they felt that he conned the referee with that dive. Seaman kept out his penalty anyway, but could do nothing about McAteer's follow-up. And it's all happening here. 9 minutes to go. It's Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2. And Arsenal snatched something when they faced defeat just a few minutes ago. Collymore, the lone man up front for Liverpool now. Keogh. Thomas straight into it. Ian Wright up with a splendid header. Unlucky, it just fell the wrong side of Winterburn. And his first goal since New Year's Day has given Arsenal something to really fight for here And not much between the sides in terms of goal attempts now. Arsenal have something to fight for. Theo, giving away to Barnes. And the little touch has taken it to Bjornaby. And still, David Seaman has the courage to go down at Bjornaby's feet and make an excellent save.
He had the courage and the good fortune there, because it almost ran loose to Bjornaby to put it into the empty net.
Well, you can only imagine what thoughts were going through David Seaman's mind at that moment, having already conceded a penalty. He must have been dreading the prospects again. Guard swings one into the Liverpool penalty area, and two missed kicks as Liverpool feel the pressure. But it's a goal kick. Bergkamp complaining he was obstructed at least there. Well, what an eventful half. Bjornaby could have wrapped it up, or near as damn it anyway for Liverpool here.
Well, there the ball, it just goes loose. Goes over the head of Seaman, back into the path of Bjornaby. Just gets the touch to it. Vital touch. I think Bjornaby was just about to turn into the empty net.
Shaw plays it against McAteer. Arsenal get the throw. 6 minutes to go. Arsenal within sight of an equaliser and a point that might not do either side a great deal of good, but will certainly please those watching from at least half of the city of Manchester. Right in a good position again. Harkness hooks it away. And we have another nail-biting ending here.
Well, at the moment, Arsenal are virtually playing with four attackers up there. Right in Bergkamp, as you would expect, but Platt's gone forward. Shaw just playing in behind as well. They really are throwing everything at the Liverpool back. I was going to say back four, but it's a back five.
A difficult ball for Winterburn to reach. McAteer's got it away from him. Collymore. Great tackle by Vieira. Collymore ball to win it back though. And certainly Gerald Ashby none too popular with the home crowd tonight. I thought Collymore had conceded a free kick then. Now, chances here, and it's young Shaw in a good position. Kavama gets it clear. Winterburn's shot is deflected away. And Liverpool just about survive. 5 minutes to go. A little less perhaps. But with stoppage time, there's still a lot of defending to do for them. Unless they can turn this into a goal-bound move. Bannerman goes down. No free kick given. Let the bounce well. And Bannerman threads it through to Bjornaby. This is back again to Bjornaby. And Adams has to concede a corner.
Well, surprised there that Barnes elected to play that ball wide. One-on-one with Adams, backpedaling. Surely he could have got himself a little angle and had a shot with his left foot.
And McManaman content just to kill a little time. Well, they're wanting to keep possession, but they've not done that. The throw-in has gone Arsenal's way. Into the last 3 minutes. Can Arsenal find an equaliser here? Or are Liverpool going to get the 3 points that will take them to within 3 points of the leaders Manchester United? Collymore's offside here. urging everyone forward almost.
Including Sonny Adams. He's gone forward.
Wasn't the best free kick, and McAteer's got it clear. Vieira keeps possession. Here's Keogh. Into the box is the signal. Bergkamp gets up well. Adams is in there. And Bergkamp couldn't quite get his shot in. It's backs to the wall defending for Liverpool now. 2 minutes remaining at Highbury. They lead 2-1 in this crucial game. Vieira goes down, and Arsenal have a free kick. And they've taken it quickly, but Shaw's offside. Now, I wonder if the referee will bring them back and insist they take that again, because I don't think he had signalled. And indeed, that's what's happening. What would the decision have been if they'd scored, I wonder?
He wasn't offside either, was he?
Well, actually, I can't work out what's happened here, because it's suddenly Liverpool who've got the free kick. So he presumably did give the offside. Well, that was bizarre. Collymore. Harkness gets it clear. Barnes hooking it into the Arsenal half. And we have reached the final minute at Highbury. If Liverpool hold on here, their championship hopes are very much alive. If Arsenal can get an equaliser, maybe there's our two. Although that's a real long shot in their case. They needed a win tonight. They'll be content to save it. And remember, runners-up spot is a very valuable prize as well this season. Mark Wright gets it clear. Played back in by Parler, and Liverpool clear their lines again. Back into the mixer again. Adams heading it, but inadvertently straight to Barnes, who finds Collymore. The little touch to McManaman. And will he just take it into the corner here? I suspect he will. And Bjornaby's given it away. Could this be the final throw for Arsenal? Harkness just wanted to get that ball as far upfield as possible. Stoppage time being played at Highbury. Liverpool clinging on here against this late Arsenal revival. Shaw goes in. And it comes out to a Liverpool man, Harkness, and now Bjornaby. That's a good ball. Collymore just holding it up.
He plays it to his right. He's got two players totally unmarked.
Well, he's done really well there, Collymore. Liverpool just want to send the clock ticking away here. Vieira goes in strongly against Wright. Cavanagh's clearance is an effective one. A minute of stoppage time has been played. Arsenal's championship bid faltering here as Wright suddenly goes through and claims a penalty. And this time the referee shakes his head and says, get on with it. And now Liverpool break with Redknapp. It's all happening here. They've got 4 men forward in this attack, Liverpool. But I suspect again McAteer will just want to keep it in the corner. And watch those granules of sand slipping away. The timer is against Arsenal and in Liverpool's favour. The scoreline is in Liverpool's favour. And Manchester United will be wondering now what lies in wait in this finale to another tremendously exciting season in the Premiership. It's all over. Liverpool have got all 3 points. In controversial fashion, Arsenal will tell you Gerald Ashby's decision to award a penalty proved to be critical, and Ian Wright could get himself in trouble here, racing across to continue his protest to the referee. You would have thought he'd have learned his lesson by now. The far more reasonable David Seaman and David Platt tried to make their case, but it's of no use now, and the smiles and the celebrations belong to Liverpool. No contest about the first goal, as Seaman could only deflect Bjornaby's shot straight to Collymore, who'd already missed 3 up to that point. That was the major talking point. Seaman saved the penalty, but not the follow-up from McAteer. It looked then as though Liverpool had built a safe lead. It suddenly was halved by a typical piece of opportunism by Ian Wright, which gave Arsenal hope and gave Liverpool an anxious last 10 minutes or so. But they've held on here. They've won by 2 goals to 1. They've moved to within 3 points of the leaders, Manchester United, and the championship is very much alive as far as Liverpool are concerned, but probably over now for Arsenal. The final
there tonight. Arsenal beaten, and we'll check with the experts in a moment as to whether or not they are out of it. The cold facts at Highbury tonight. Liverpool won it 2-1, 13 attempts, hit the target with 6, 12 from Arsenal, off target with 4. One book from each side. Bergkamp for presumably the dive. A lot to talk about. Action areas first half, ball in that middle third. More often than not than it was anywhere else. Arsenal second half average 29%. Lost it. Arsenal 54% of the play, but lost it. Ball in play just over an hour and a half.